Did you see it? Suicune raced by like a blur right in front of my eyes. I've been chasing Suicune for almost 10 years, but I've never seen it this close. I'm all choked up. By the way, it was clear to me that Suicune took notice of your presence. Ecruteak's legendary Pokemon are said to come to people only when they recognize their talents. Perhaps I should be more aggressive towards Suicune. Anyway, Ethan, we will meet again. How's it going, everyone? I'm your host, Collateral, and welcome back to more Pokemon HeartGold and SoulSilver. Last time, we made it to Ecruteak City, made it to Burn Tower, and now, we got to take a close-up look of the legendary beasts. Morty was here in Burn Tower, but now he's gone, went back to the gym. That's what we're going to do next. But first, I'd like to talk about the legendary beasts, since now, they're able to be encountered in the wild. Raikou is a fast, special attacking electric type that doesn't get any special attacks for a good long while. It starts with Spark as its electric type move, which is fine despite Raikou's not so great physical attack, but its next electric move is Thunder Fang, which has the same base power, less PP, and trades 20% of that paralysis chance for a 10% flinch chance. No special electric moves until Discharge at level 57, or if you grind 10,000 coins at the game corner for a Thunderbolt TM. It does no Reflect as soon as you can get it, which is a pretty good support move on something so fast, but the rest of its learn set really does leave a lot to be desired. And you can also find Entei, a fire type with an affinity for physical moves, but its physical learn set is pretty pitiful too. Stomp is the only physical move it has by level up until it learns Fire Fang at level 50, which is the only physical fire move it will ever get in this game. No Flare Blitz, nothing. And that's hard to recommend when it comes with Flamethrower as soon as you catch it. Entei doesn't have bad special attack by any means, and it does eventually get Calm Mind to help with that. The problem is the fact that Calm Mind is locked away until level 78, or by a TM that you can only get in the post-game. It's better off offensively than Raikou, but its move still leaves a lot to be desired. Alright, so, Raikou and Entei are now able to be encountered all across the Johto region. Check your Pokegear's map, actually. You'll be able to see where they are. So you'll know where you'll be able to encounter them. I could technically go out to Route 37, see if I can find him there. Find Entei there. If he doesn't move locations by then, actually. Oh, time just changed. Cool. Yeah, Entei probably just ran away already. Ooh, legendary beast Pidgey. Ooh, scary. Let's see if Entei actually did run away. No, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, yeah, you just let a Pidgey go. Was that the one I just found? Ugh. That is not it. No, Entei ran out to Route 38. Okay, yeah. Roaming Pokemon are kind of weird, really annoying to hunt, because they will just leave as soon as you change routes. Not a huge fan of them. Roaming Legendaries has been like a series staple that is not, I want to say controversial, but it sounds like nobody likes them. But anyways, yeah, both of them will be level 40, they both will know Roar, and they have a chance of fleeing every turn, so bring in something that can trap them or prevent them from using Roar. Suicune could originally be found roaming in the original Gold and Silver, but became a scripted encounter in Crystal, which is one of the few things that carried over from that game. Cool detail. Suicune's lore important. But anyways, we're gonna go take on the Ecruteak City Gym. Don't want to waste much more time. Welcome, what do you need? Let's see. How many potions do I have? Not many. I'm gonna use up all my money before I lose to Morty over and over and lose it all. Revives are gonna be pretty nice to have. I can only afford 2. Okay, cool. That's enough for me. I'm gonna get some Awakenings, because we're about to deal with some... How many Paralyzed Heals do I have, actually? I don't have enough money, but I can't see how many I have. Lame, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna want some Paralyzed Heals, too, just in case. Oh, I've got a couple already. Okay, it's all good. Alright. So yeah, let's go take on Morty at the Ecruteak Gym. There it is right there. Oh. Okay, I need to stop watching the capture feedback. Yo, champ in the making! The trainers here use Ghost-type Pokemon at will! A ghost is like a shade or a phantom. It won't do any good to use physical strength alone. That's kind of misleading. All the ghost types here have glass-level physical strength. They are not strong at all when it comes to that. But what I want to do is determine what team members I want to use based on experience points distribution. Does Kenya have... Kenya does have Pursuit. I'm not going to be using Kenya on the main team, of course. But it might be good for this fight alone. Eevee I don't want to use at all. Because I want him to get up to level 15. So he can learn that evolution move. But yeah, I think EXP distribution-wise, I want to have Togetic as the main priority, just so he can catch up in levels. Togetic knows Extra Sensory, which is decently strong against the Ghastly line. Can you inflict any damage on our Pokemon? Yeah, every trainer here uses Ghastly and Haunter, Pokemon that have really, really bad physical defense. Let's see how well Extra Sensory does, actually. Mean Look? Alright, well, gonna have to deal with that anyways. Should be fine. Togetic has decent special attack. Oh, it's super effective. Okay, cool, good. Good to know. Very good to know. Level 15, very nice. Good to see it, Togetic. Yawn. Yawn actually is pretty good. Okay, so I already have Charm, so I can just replace Growl. Yawn is actually a very, very well-respected sleeping move because it offers, like, a bit of strategy of when you want to use it because it takes a turn to put a Pokemon to sleep, but yeah. But anyways, since we're dealing with these gym Pokemon right now, I think now's a good time to talk about the new Pokemon we can find in Burn Tower, because it wasn't really a good time to talk about them when the legendary beasts were there. Coughing is a slow physical wall that can hit decently hard and boasts immunity to ground, making it weak to Psychic only, but that's not exactly helped by its low special defense. Unfortunately, a lot of its best moves aren't available to it outside of breeding or TMs, and that includes Will-O-Wisp. What also stings is that Coughing won't evolve until level 35, and the highest level you can find Coughing is level 21 at a later point in the game. This is a good Pokemon to keep away for a bit and then mass level it later on if you want a wall. Raticate can be found here too, and there isn't a whole lot I've said about Rattata that doesn't apply here either. It's rare and you're probably better off raising an unevolved Rattata since they can be found here at similar levels, Hyper Fang at 16, Sucker Punch at 19, Crunch at 24. Magmar can also be found here as a rare encounter, letting you know right now the Magmarizer needed to evolve it cannot be gotten until the post-game. I mean, you could always trade it over to Platinum or something like that, but I'm just going to assume you don't have a copy of that and you're not going to do that anyways. Either way, Magmar can still hold its own in a fight without evolving. Magmar's a fast mix attacker, but unfortunately a lot of its good moves are gotten later in life, as the only fire moves it'll have for a while are Ember and Fire Spin. It's definitely here if you needed a fire type since those are hard to come by, but we were just able to find Growlithe and Vulpix, and those were just outside of town. So remember when I said, using a move that traps the legendary beast is good? Mean Look is one such move. That's like the move to trap them. There are some Pokemon with the ability Suction Cups. It's a rare ability, but that'll prevent Roar from being used. Togetic's nearly dead, but we should be fine, actually. Yeah, this is the last Ghastly. This will take him up to level 17. We're actually going to be pretty good on levels, I feel like. Spite is annoying. Hopefully I'll be able to use Extra Sensory. Yeah, okay. So I think that was the last time I'm able to use it. Maybe. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. I really should. That's a common mistake that screws people over in Pokemon playthroughs, just not paying attention. Level 17, very good. But I am going to go heal after that first battle. Well done. I like to consider myself pretty good with Pokemon type matchups, all things considered. But it's Psychic and Ghost that I have trouble thinking about. I guess they're both... Actually, no, because Ghost doesn't resist Psychic, but it's strong against it. And Psychic is strong against Poison. That's what I gotta remember. Another nice strategy to note about going back to heal after each battle in this gym. These mediums Their candles go out on their head so you can't see the way. But coming back, their candles would be lit again. We've got Haunter this time. Should still be able to one-shot it with Extra Sensory, because Haunter doesn't exactly have good special defense either. Oh, definitely going to be able to one-shot it. It took its own HP with Curse. Yeah, it's just that easy. And since Haunter is a stronger Pokemon than Ghastly, that EXP yield will be marginally better. Almost level 18. Catching up to Heracross already, Togetic. Nice. Mean Look, not like it matters. Actually, it kind of does, because if I don't one-shot, I'm going to take more curse damage. Then this Haunter will be able to do more, and then, yeah. It's just, you really got to strategize against these ghosts, because they have movesets that are designed to harass you. There we go, extra damage taken. I don't think Haunter can do much to me overall, though. Confused Ray is going to be a pain to deal with, actually. Never mind. Another thing to note is that all of these ghosts have Levitate for their ability, so don't use ground-type moves expecting them to do much against that poison typing. I mentioned all of this in Ghastly's bio already, but I feel like it's worth repeating, because we're going to be fighting nothing but Ghastly and Ghastly family members. Alright, that's another one down. More of the path is lit up there, that's pretty cool. If you fall off the path, then you'll just be sent back to the entrance to the gym. Nothing too crazy. Please use Curse so I can one-shot you. Sucker Punch! Haunter's not a great user of Sucker Punch, though. The Ghastly family is more special attack oriented than physical. That being said, Sucker Punch is a great move. You see it used in competitive play all the time for a reason. Okay, Togetic's almost down again. I feel like now is a good opportunity to switch out to Heracross instead. Level 19. Now it's time for Heracross to catch up in levels, so yeah. Encore, I don't feel like using Encore on Togetic. I don't think it's worth giving up Yawn. There are good Encore strategies out there, but I just prefer using Yawn. Sleep is not as situational as making the opponent use the same move over and over. In this gym, it could be particularly good because it's just wasted stuff. This medium's blocking the path, so you gotta walk around. You gotta remember. Let's see. Ghastly again, of course. What else? Now, Heracross's approach is a bit different. Nothing super effective against these guys, but he does have Aerial Ace, and Ghastly's family has really bad physical defense. And Heracross has really good physical attack. Well then. Okay, Heracross. Way to be not useful. Couldn't even one-shot a Ghastly with Aerial Ace? Really, man? Whatever, get that experience up. I got Mean Looked. I can still switch out because that Mean Look goes away when the Pokemon faints, but like, come on. Nightshade is an interesting move. It does damage equal to the level of the user. Much like Seismic Toss. Haunter Speed Fell. I might be able to move first this time. Yes, I can. Aerial Ace. Hopefully we'll do it in. There we go. Planning things out accordingly. Very nice. Good job, Heracross. And Ghastly. This should be enough to get a level up, I feel like. One more Rock Tomb. I don't think this is going to one-shot. He didn't, no. The Speed fell. Speedo's already down. Oh, okay, this Ghastly's gonna end itself. Nice. Nice one. Excellent play. Yeah, it's enough to get to level 19. Good job, Heracross. Proud of you, buddy. Oh, wait, that's right. I am proud of you, buddy. Good job. You can learn Brick Break now. No more need for Leer, because your physical attack is already so high. Brick Break is going to be capital U useless in this gym, though, since fighting doesn't do anything against ghost types, but that's still a good move to have for the long run. Like, this is staying in Heracross's final moveset. 100%. I think that was the last one before Morty, if it is. Well, okay, not like it matters. We can get those candles back on. I'm gonna go heal one more time. Alright, now it's time to make our way to Morty. Okay, bad idea. Don't just run without turning. Now the path is opened up, and here's Morty. Hi, buddy. It's good of you to come. Here in Ecruteak, Pokemon have long been revered. It's said that a rainbow-hued Pokemon will come down to appear before a truly powerful trainer. I believe that tale, so I've secretly trained here all my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. I see a shadow of a person who will make the Pokemon appear. I believe that person is me. You're gonna help me reach that level. Alright, Morty. Leader Morty has 4 Pokemon at his disposal, first of which is Ghastly, level 21. Levitate for its ability, so no ground moves, please. With the moves, Lick, Spite, Mean Look, and Curse. Lick hopefully won't paralyze me. It did. Actually, wait, no, Guts. Okay, so now we can use Gut strats on Heracross, and some of Morty's other Pokemon have Hypnosis, which will not be able to do a thing against me, because I'm already paralyzed. So this is honestly a great setup to the fight already. Not looking good, though. Really not looking good. Come on, Heracross. RNG is not that bad. Please. There we go. Haunter is up next. I'll know which one it is based on its level, because he has 2 of them. Level 21. So this Haunter has Levitate for its ability, of course, with Hypnosis, Dream Eater, Curse, and Nightmare. So, because I can't be put to sleep, Haunter can only use Curse, which will damage itself. So if Heracross hits it, it should one-shot. Nice. Unfortunately, I'll take some curse damage. Gengar is up next. This is his ace. Gengar is level 25. Levitate for its ability with a Citrus Berry, so it'll heal 25% of its HP when it gets low. With the moves Hypnosis, Shadow Ball, Mean Look, and Sucker Punch. Shadow Ball is gonna hurt. Badly. Yeah, I was not expecting Heracross to live that. I was hopeful because Heracross has really good special defense, but it looks like it wasn't meant to be. I'm going to send out Kenya as fodder. But Kenya can probably hold its own because it has Pursuit. Hypnosis missed. Good. Hypnosis is low accuracy anyways. Low physical defense plus Pursuit being a dark type move. Okay, this won't be good. Gengar doesn't have very good physical attack, but oh, okay, yeah. Kenya does not have good physical defense. Mean Look. Okay, good. This is not a real team player anyways. Sorry, Kenya, but you're not gonna be of too much use. You're gonna be decently helpful, don't worry. Hypnosis missed again. Stacking up these Leers, which means I'll be able to send in Quilava to get an easy kill. Oh my gosh, this is just luck. This is making up for that first bad attempt at Whitney's fight. Okay, maybe I can use Pursuit and actually get a kill. That would be so funny. Don't tell me this actually kills. And you get the EXP boost because this isn't your Pokemon. Kenya grew to level 21, which means she's gonna evolve into Fearow. Oh, that's great. That is so funny. That is so funny. Anyways, Togetic is coming out next because it's Haunter. Haunter, level 23, Levitate for its ability, Curse, Mean Look, Sucker Punch, and Nightshade. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at how just amazing that Gengar strat was. I'm a yawn. Put this Haunter to sleep. Can't do much about it. Alright, if he Sucker Punches... Curse! Oh, never mind. If I'm going down and taking you with me, I guess, that sort of mentality. You are not Andros. Get out of here. Play Star Fox 64, by the way. It's really good. That's it. That was a really easy Morty run. I was kind of worried about this. I stocked up in preparation. I thought this would have been way more difficult than it actually was. How is this possible? That's what I'm wondering, man. And Kenya's evolving, which is just the funniest part. This will actually let me see if I can give Kenya back to that NPC if she evolved. If not, then oh well, she's staying as the side character in the PC. I don't think our potentials are so different, but you seem to have something more than that. Well, I thought he said something more than I do, so I had that inflection in my voice, but I messed it up. So be it, the badge is yours. We get the Fog badge. I'm sorry, that's just funny. Also, Pokemon will be able to use Surf. Here's another thing, I want you to have this too. TM30. I thought Quilava was going to get some use. Shadow Ball. I am going to immediately put this on Eevee. If I can. Honestly, it would probably be better on Togetic, but Eevee's going to get more immediate use out of it. Yeah, I'm putting it on Eevee. I think that should make it even more obvious what I want to evolve it into. I already narrowed it down to 2 last video, but I think I just narrowed it down to 1 by giving it Shadow Ball. Anyways, that is gonna do it for the video. We took down Morty in a hilarious fashion. Kenya evolved in that same hilarious fashion. We're now able to encounter the legendary beasts in the wild, or at least 2 of them. Honestly, I'd say it's a pretty complete video. So, next time, we are going to make our way to the next town. City, yeah, that. Heracross, you fainted, but you did good, buddy. That early Guts play kinda did a lot. But anyways, I will see you all next time.